Our objectives in this lesson are the following. Find the equation of a line given 2 points, or when the slope and a point are given, or when the slope and its intercept are given. We are going to solve problems using 3 forms of linear equations and solve real-life problems involving linear equations. But first, here are the answers in the extra problem I gave in our previous lesson. Describe the trends of lines M, A, T, and H. This is line M, and this is decreasing from left to right. This is line A, and this is a vertical line. This is line T, and this is increasing from left to right. And this one is line H, which is a horizontal line. Let us find the equation of a line given 2 points. The formula that we are going to use is this one. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times quantity x minus x sub 1. Let's have an example. Let's have 2 points. Point A is 2, 3, while point B is 1, 4. 2, 3 will be our point 1, so this is x sub 1, y sub 1. 1, 4, our point B, will be our second point, so this is x sub 2, y sub 2. Now let us substitute. Y minus y sub 1, our y sub 1 is 3, so we have y minus 3. Copy equals, and then we have y sub 2, this is y sub 2, 4. And then we have minus y sub 1, our y sub 1 again is 3, so minus 3, all over. Our x sub 2, this one is 1, minus x sub 1, our x sub 1 is 2, so minus 2, times x minus x sub 1, our x sub 1 is 2, so times x minus 2. Now let us simplify. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Simplifying further, 1 divided by negative 1 is negative 1. Now we are going to distribute negative 1 here, negative 1 times x, and this will become y minus 3 equals negative x. While this one, negative 1 times negative 2, is positive 2. Next, we are going to transform this in the form y is equal to mx plus b. So it means we have to move negative 3 on this side. It will become plus 3. Let us simplify. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Our final answer, y equals negative x plus 5. Let's have another example. This time our point is negative 3, 4, and 9, negative 2. Let us recall our formula. This will be our point 1, x sub 1, y sub 1, and this will be our point 2, x sub 2, y sub 2. By the way, it could interchange. You could set this point as your point 1 and this one as your point 2. Just be consistent when substituting for the values of x sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 1, and y sub 2. Now let us substitute y minus y sub 1. Our y sub 1 is 4, so we have y minus 4. Y sub 2 is negative 2 minus y sub 1 is 4, so we have negative 2 minus 4. X sub 2 is 9 minus x sub 1, which is negative 3, so this will become 9 minus negative 3. Be careful with the signs. Then we have here x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 is negative 3, so it will become x minus negative 3. Let us simplify this. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6, while 9 minus negative 3 will become positive 12. This one, negative negative, is positive. Simplifying further, negative 6 divided by 12 is negative 1 half. Now we are going to distribute negative 1 half. Negative 1 half times x will be negative 1 half x. Just copy y minus 4. Also, negative 1 half times 3 will give us negative 3 over 2. Now we are going to move negative 4 on this side. Let's do that. It will become positive. Since we have a fraction here, we are going to convert this whole number into fraction where the denominator is also 2. So there's a technique there. You simply have to multiply them. 2 times 4 is 8. So 4 is equal to 8 over 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you simply change its form, but you did not change its value. We did that because we want to have a fraction having the same denominator. Why? Because it is easier to add or subtract fractions that are similar. Negative 3 over 2 plus 8 over 2, same denominator. So we simply have to compute negative 3 plus 8, and that will give us 5. So our final answer is y equals negative 1 half x plus 5 over 2. This time, let us find the equation of the line when the given is the slope and 1 point. The formula that we are going to use for this one is y minus y sub 1 equals m times quantity x minus x sub 1. M here is our slope, while x sub 1, y sub 1 is our point. Let's have an example. M is equal to 4, that is our slope, and our point is 2, 3. Let us recall again our formula. So 2, 3 will be our point. So this will be x sub 1 and this is y sub 1. Let us now substitute y minus y sub 1. Our y sub 1 is 3. So y minus 3. Our slope is 4. So equals 4 times x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 is 2. So this will be x minus 2. Now let us distribute 4. This will become 4x. 4 times negative 2 will give us negative 8. Same process as before. We have to move this to this side. Will become positive 3. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Our final answer, y equals 4x minus 5. Let's have another example. Let's have m is equal to negative 3 and b is negative 5, negative 4. Let's recall our formula. Negative 5, negative 4 is our point. So this will be x sub 1, y sub 1. Now let's substitute y minus y sub 1. Our y sub 1 is negative 4. So this will become y minus negative 4. Our slope this time is negative 3 times the quantity x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 is negative 5. So this will become x minus negative 5. Do not be confused with the signs. Let us simplify. Negative negative will become positive. Same here. Negative negative will become positive. Now let us distribute negative 3. This will become negative 3x, and negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Let us move this constant over this side. It will become negative. Negative 15 minus 4 is negative 19. Our final answer is y equals negative 3x minus 19. Let's have the last one. Let us find the equation of a line when a slope and a y-intercept is given. The formula that we are going to use for this one is y equals mx plus b. The slope-intercept form. This is the slope and this is the y-intercept. Let us answer some examples, but first let us recall our formula. Y is equal to mx plus b. Number 1, our slope is 4 and our y-intercept is negative 6. Let us substitute. Y is equal to 4x plus negative 6 will become minus 6. So y is equal to 4x minus 6. Number 2, y is equal to 7x plus 11. Number 3, our slope is negative 1 and our y-intercept is 0. So this will become y is equal, no need to write 1, negative x, no need to write the y-intercept. So y is equal to negative x. Number 4, our slope is 0, meaning this is a horizontal line. Our y-intercept is 9. So we have no slope. 0 times x is still 0. So we only have y is equal to 9. And last one, our slope is negative 2 and our y-intercept is negative 3. So this will become y is equal to negative 2x plus minus 3 is negative 3. Y equals negative 2x minus 3. Try this. We have here the slope, negative 1/4, and a point, 2, negative 2. Since we are given a slope and a point, we're going to make use of the point-slope form. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. This is our point. Let us label this as x sub 1, y sub 1. Now let us substitute. We have y minus y sub 1. Our y sub 1 is negative 2, so it will become y minus negative 2. Our slope is negative 1/4 equals negative 1/4. And then we have x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 is positive 2, so this will be x minus 2. Let us simplify this. Negative, negative will become positive. Now let us distribute negative 1/4 to x, negative 1/4 x. And then negative 1/4 times negative 2 will give us positive 2/4. 2/4 here can be simplified as 1/2. Now we are going to move 2 on this side. It will become negative. Since we have here a fraction and a whole number, we will express this whole number as a fraction with the same denominator of 2. To do that, we simply have to multiply them. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So negative 2 can be expressed as negative 4 over 2. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. We simply change the form, but we did not change its value. Now that they are similar, we can easily subtract 1 minus 4, and that is negative 3. So our final answer is y equals negative 1/4 of x minus 3 over 2. Let us do extra challenge. We are given here 2 points. So the formula that we are going to use is the 2-point form. Let us assign this point as point 1, so x sub 1, y sub 1, while this one is x sub 2, y sub 2. Again, allow me to reiterate that you can interchange your points. You could assign this as x sub 1, y sub 1, and this one as x sub 2, y sub 2. I challenge you to do that and see if we will arrive with the same answer. Now let us substitute y minus y sub 1. Our y sub 1 is negative 6, so this will become y minus negative 6. Y sub 2 is 11 minus y sub 1, again, is negative 6, so this will become 11 minus negative 6. For the denominator, x sub 2 is negative 7 minus x sub 1, which is 5. So negative 7 minus 5. Then we have x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 again is 5, so this will be x minus 5. Let us simplify the signs. Negative, negative is positive. Negative, negative here is also positive. And negative 7 minus 5 is negative 12. 11 plus 6 is 17. Let me rewrite this. I'll just put this negative sign at the middle. It will look like this. Now let us distribute. Negative 17 over 12 times x is negative 17 over 12 of x. Negative 17 over 12 times negative 5. 17 times 5 is 85. Negative times negative is positive. So plus 85 over 12. Now let us move positive 6 on this side. It will become negative 6. Since again we have a fraction and a whole number, we will express this whole number as a fraction with a denominator of 12. To do that, we simply have to multiply them. 12 times negative 6 is negative 72. So this can be expressed as negative 72 over 12. Now that they are similar fractions, we can easily subtract 72 from 85. And that will give us positive 13. Our final answer will be y equals negative 17 over 12 of x plus 13 over 12. For the summary, here are the three formulas that we discussed in this lesson. The 2-point form, the point-slope form, and the slope-intercept form. Take time to understand and master these formulas. Now, it is time to check your understanding. Pause this video for more time. Let us answer. Robin is spending money at an average rate of 150 pesos per day. After 14 days, he has 3,400 pesos left. The amount left depends on the number of days passed. Determine the amount of money he began with. We are given here a rate of 150 pesos per day. The rate will be our slope. But wait, since Robin is spending money, it means our slope is negative. And after 14 days, the money left is 3,400. We can consider that as our point. So what do we have now? We have a slope and a point. This is x sub 1 and this is y sub 1. We are going to use the point slope form. Y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. Now let us substitute y minus our y sub 1 is 3,400. So y minus 3,400 equals our slope, which is negative 150, times the quantity x minus x sub 1. Our x sub 1 is 14. So x minus 14. Let us distribute negative 150. So this will be negative 150x. Negative 150 times negative 14. Negative negative is positive. 150 times 14 is 2,100. Let us move negative 3,400 on this side. It will become positive. 2,100 plus 3,400 is 5,500. So our answer will be y is equal to 150x plus 5,500. This 5,500 is the initial money that Robin has. This is the money he began with. Let us do a quick checking. 150 times 14 days of spending is equal to 2,100. We are going to subtract this from the beginning amount, which is 5,500, and it will give us 3,400. And it is correct because after 14 days, Robin is left with 3,400. So our answer, Robin's initial money is 5,500 pesos. Gets? Here are some extra problems for you to master this lesson. Watch out for my next video lesson where I reveal the answers. Our next lesson is solving problems involving linear equations in two variables.